What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the other side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? And Levon is off for his birthday. Happy birthday, Levon. Definitely continue to tune in to our podcast. This week, we have a full 5 days ahead of you. So Monday and Tuesday are topics. Wednesday is discussion, which is today. Thursday is Ask SSP with Skylar Hunter, a self-proclaimed script kiddie. And then Friday is everything else. So we talk about movies, books, comics, all that good stuff, right? With that being said, I'll go right into today's discussion. It comes from informationsecurity-magazine.com. The topic name is, or sorry, the article name is Average American Accesses Suspicious Sites 6.5 times a day. So this one is written by Sandy Bugles. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably butchering your name. I'm sorry. It says data generated by one poll from April 28th to May 3rd of 2022 on behalf of AT&T shows that the average person happens upon a suspicious online site or social media account 6.5 times a day. It's pretty ridiculous. It goes on to say the survey went on to state that less than 40% of those polled considered common cybersecurity risks, and only 1/3 are mindful of network intrusion and rogue mobile apps. Nearly half, or 45%, of consumers have received a phone call from someone claiming to be from the government. Disconcerting finding, given that 36% were more willing to reply to a message if it looks like it came from an actual organization, official organization. So that is your cyber awareness challenge, your information security training, your everything failing us on a regular basis. Not to say that I'm not one of those people who've hit a site that is suspicious, because I probably wouldn't know if it looked legit enough and I was just passing through. But it's disconcerting. Like, if you get a call from anyone asking you for personal data, that is not a legit phone call. Like, they're not trying to contact you about your warranty. They are not from the government doing a poll or a survey. I don't know. The list goes on and on and on. Like, stop responding to these fake text messages that just say hello with a link in there. Like, USB drives you find in a parking lot, don't plug those into your laptop. Like, it's breaking my heart, people. You're breaking my heart. But what do you think about this, Shannon?
So yeah, it was a little disconcerting to read, man. Like it was one of those things where I was like, man, how are we not wisening up? You know what I mean? And honestly, when it says 6.5 times a day, if I was to guess, I'd probably say 4.5 of those was the social media, the bad accounts, like some type of bot or something like that on a social media account, right? You know, that's why Elon don't want to buy Twitter no more. You know, so like
Right.
I can't imagine, and I'm not a social media guy. You guys that watch the show, you guys and gals that watch the show, you already know I'm not the social media guy. But like, when I keep reading about all these fake accounts that show up, I know there was a cleansing that was done not too long ago where like one of these social media sites went through and started cleaning house a little bit, and like even
Right.
some of these famous people, like they were losing a bunch of like followers.
Like followers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I was like, wow, I didn't realize it was that rapid. But like this goes all the way back to like really 2016, right? Like when it comes to election in America in
Yeah.
2016, that's kind of one of the things that came up then. So it's something that's been around for a while, and like everybody lives on social media now. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to guess, the majority of those were from social media, maybe not so much people, because I imagine people are just going to go to sites they know anyway, right? Like when it's me, when I get up in the morning, I check ESPN to see what's going on. You know what I mean? Like what's
Right.
the this? You know what I mean? And NFL.com. What's going on there? What are these free agents out here doing, right?
Yeah.
Lamar signed yet? You know what I mean? Being a Ravens fan,
Right.
Lamar signed yet? So yeah, it's just one of those things where for the most part, I think, people are going to sites they really know already, right? I mean, um that are not really suspicious. But no, this was interesting, man. And those numbers were just, I couldn't believe it. You got 40% of those polled consider common cybersecurity, or survey went on to state that less than 40% of those polled consider common security risks. So like there's less than 40% of people that are just like, let me make sure I'm
Yeah.
doing the right thing, whether it be they use a VPN, you know what I mean, or not collecting or not connecting to public Wi-Fi, things of that nature. They're just like, whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
are you guys serious right now? Like, even so, here's the thing: even if you're on social media all the time, I'm pretty sure that stuff mixes its way in with the tortilla challenges and the new TikTok dance or
Oh
whatever,
yeah.
right?
Oh
To where
yeah.
you see that, right?
Yeah. I think a lot of it is links in the comments, right? Like I stay out of the comments, period. I don't care what people feel about this, whatever video it is, because they're gonna say something derogatory or something. Like it's the lowest of the low in the comments. Um, so I usually stay out of there. But what I do notice that there are lots of links and stuff like that. Like so there's people probably inadvertently clicking those links as well. Like, oh, I wonder what this person has to say, or like follow my blog, and then it's a man in the middle attack or something of that nature. Um, I don't know, man. Like, don't it's not getting better because I believe the attackers are just getting that good. Like, I've gotten a few emails where I had to stare at it for a second. Like, is this Apple? It's not Apple. Like, your account's been compromised. Click this link. But like, it looks so real. It's like, I'm not clicking that link. But
That's very
most
true.
people are. Most people are clicking the link though. They're like, "Oh, my account got compromised." Yeah, yeah, it just got compromised. They just got you because it looks so real. Or like your bank or whomever, they're just getting really clever at getting in there. And then on top of it, um, passwords need to go away. Like we keep talking about it. Like no one is like I change my password frequently enough because of um, I think Apple lets you know, like, oh, this password is compromised. I got that enough times. So I'm just like, oh, I gotta change everything. So then you go with the suggested or the recommended from your phone, which is like 1,000 string character password. You can't remember, let alone an attacker. But they got to go away. You just got to go just the tokens, just tokens on devices, and just be done with passwords because I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Neither can anybody else. I don't feel comfortable with password wallets anymore because those are getting compromised. Like just straight token, call it a day.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm
Yeah.
with you. I've finally got my wife to the point where I'm like, don't click on any links anywhere in any emails. Just go to the site that we know. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like if you get something from our financial institution, don't click on anything in there. You know what I mean? Like they've
Yeah.
even put messages out to us like, hey, we will not contact you like this. Just you know what I mean?
Right.
Call
Right.
call us, go to our website that is secure. Like I finally got her to that point. Not that she ever did that and like expose us or anything, but she was always asking
Mhm.
questions. You know what I mean? Like, hey, is this legit? And I'm like, if you have to ask, then you already know.
Yeah. It's probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Because sometimes I get a bill for the cable. They were like, "Hey, you owe us $7." Some random, right? And the cable is paid through the HOA because if I didn't have to have cable, I wouldn't. So it's zero sum. So it's just like what list am I on where they know that I am a subscriber to this cable company and they know to shoot me an email? Like at some point I've been compromised. Like ah, it's so frustrating. And then you have a household of 5 people, right? So you don't know who may have clicked the thing or done, uh, been compromised. I want us all to just have our individual devices with our own tokens, no more passwords, um, and that'll be the best. But it's slowly creeping, right? I've seen it with I think Microsoft's doing it now. So I've been asked for my Hotmail account, like, hey, you just want to switch over? Like, yes, I do. I do want to just switch over. I'm done with this. But it's very slow adoption. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Like I'm confident that we will get off of passwords. We will people will wisen up to not clicking on links. But then what will be the next thing, right? Like what will be because there's always going to be a next thing. Like these attackers and threat actors are not dumb. They're very clever people. So like what will be the next thing? Um, when it comes to compromising accounts and getting people to click on something, like, because that's money. So they have to figure out a way to continuously compromise us to make their ill-gotten gains. So, and
Agreed.
like, look, and then on a low note, and on the and on the low note, but no, I think things are going to change for the better. But yeah, right now it looks as though we're not making that much traction with 6.5 times a day people can going to bad websites and or just not following good cyber hygiene.
But this goes to what we brought up. I don't remember if it was a couple weeks ago or last week, about how to get that message out there, right? I think it was last week we were
Yeah.
talking about it. Like, how do we get that message out there, right? Because you have, especially when they target the elderly community, right? Like, what are they looking at to where that may be the case, right? So,
Yeah.
um, you got to find a way to get it out there to where you just educate people to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll get there though, slowly but surely. Like, I don't know what that holds. Like when it comes to training, it just have to be it has to be more entertaining. It can't be as dry. It can't be the same thing year after year. Because like now I could take like a cyber awareness challenge. Oh, I already know the answers. I've been taking it for a decade. So it's like I don't have to really think. It's all automatic, which you would believe would be uh, applicable to real life. Like since I know all the answers, I know what I should not be doing. Um, but for some reason it doesn't compute. It's like on the CBT, computer-based training, you'd be like, yeah, you don't plug USBs into laptops, and then you leave them in a parking lot. And people, what do? They plug them into laptops. Like you know this is not the correct thing to do, but yet curiosity, man, it's like, what's on this thumb drive? But it is what it is at this point. We just have to think of more clever ways of getting people to follow um, the proper hygiene tactics from here on out. But definitely continue to tune in throughout the week. Monday, Tuesday are topics. Wednesday's discussion. Thursday, this week I have Skylar Hunter. He is a script kiddie. So we'll be talking about tools of the trade, how he got into it, the type of mindset you have to progress, things of that nature. So it's pretty good. Definitely tune in for that one. And then Friday, everything else. So definitely tune in for that. Talk about the Wakanda Forever trailer, things of that nature. So hit up all of our social medias. They go by our name. Hit me up personally. I'm Ry Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. I'm on Clubhouse, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. And Levon goes by at Levon Maynard on Twitter. Stay safe, stay secure.